Today's show is brought to you by Manscaped. The lead is in below the waistline grooming. And more importantly, that Lawnmower 4.0, which we love. In fact, man, I was working with it earlier today, bro. I feel great. Because you go low and slow, baby. It's waterproof. It has a light that you could use. So if it's dark or if it's a highlight setting, you can toggle it on and off, whatever you need to do. But they also have body wash, hair. I was about to say hairspray, not hairspray, but they have shampoo and conditioner. In fact, the two
body spray though.
The body spray. They do have the body spray
Yep.
and the lip balm as well. You don't want no chapped lips out here. There's a bad look out there. But more importantly, they come with promo codes, and that promo code is MOATS. Use that, you get your 20% off along with free shipping worldwide. So stop wasting time. Take care of your dangly twins so that way you and their friends can enjoy. All right. So with that being said, we appreciate you, Manscaped. When I think of this matchup, some of the advantages that instantly jump off my head, I think of Alex Highsmith. I talked about him a little bit yesterday, just based on that matchup with him and Ekwonu. They're a left tackle. Obviously, left tackle's a good player, man, high pedigree guy. But at the same time, when you watch him on tape, he does struggle with guys that can get him playing faster than he's comfortable with, and that was shown on tape with a guy, like I said, Bruce Irvin, who has definitely played the game at a high level a long time as well. But I don't feel like at this stage in his career, he's a better pass rusher than Alex Highsmith. And I just see that, I think that Alex will be able to just create a little bit of havoc in that sense when they decide to drop back. Now, like I said, for them, they don't do it a ton. And we talked about that yesterday, how just intentional they are with running the ball. But it's one of those things where when we get those opportunities, we have to capitalize. If TJ continues to be healthy, like they say on the injury report, he should have the favorable of all favorable matchups. If you believe in the injury report.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Or conspiracy, or just thoughts of what the hell's going on right now. Mm-hmm. So we tried picking up Oladeni. He didn't pass his physical.
He failed the physical. Yep.
Now, Malik Reed's not on the injury report either.
But yeah. It's
What's
not
going
adding
on
up,
here?
right? Okay.
What's going on
It's
here?
not adding up. So now you hear why I'm very skeptical about anything pertaining to the health in that room, because it's not adding up. The math is not mathing. You're going shopping for something. Why are you doing it? I'm with you. I'm with you.
Are you going to put Malik Reed on IR?
Okay. You peeping it, right? I'm like,
that's
someone's
the case,
getting
fine.
moved. Who's getting moved? Someone's about to get...
But then what's the deal with TJ Watt?
Exactly. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Is TJ Watt all of a sudden healthy?
Right.
Or did he just, did they ask... How does it go? Did the health personnel or whoever it is that makes this injury report, did they go up to the player and say...
The way the injury report works is...
Hey, how you feeling?
It's twofold. The coach communicates on one end if it's a player that got hurt on the field, or if he sees, in the meeting room, hey, man, I'm telling coach, man, my wrist is hurting, man. He'll communicate with the injury staff or with the training staff. And when they have their post-practice meetings, that's when they'll briefly talk, and then they'll say, okay, bet, this is the injury designation, boom, 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 and that's how it gets out. But the players, we don't communicate to that level unless it's something significant. Like if you're coming back from IR, you're coming back from something that you missed, like Akello, the hamstring. He's communicating with training staff before he would ever come on that football field, if he was still going to be out there. Because it would be one of those things of, hey, man, you were rehabbing all day yesterday, you didn't practice. Come into the morning, what's it like? When you're injured, you're in there at 5, 6 in the morning before anyone else because you're doing treatment. So you'll know by 8 o'clock if you're going to be practicing, if you're a full participant, limited participant, whatever, if it's one of those type of injuries where it's a chronic thing, it's been lingering. So if it's not that, then yeah, it's more so we're just going to watch you. All right, did he make it out of warm-ups? He made it out of warm-ups, okay, so he's limited then. All right, he made it out of warm-ups? He's full. Oh, he didn't make it out of warm-ups? He only did like stretch and individual stuff? Oh, he's limited then. So that's kind of how they look at it. So that's why when you hear me say sometimes like, all right, man, they put him as full, but bro, he's not healthy. That just means he did enough to get up out of the main early portion and took a couple of team reps. But them team reps could look like trash. He could just be jogging it and doing whatever. But because he took the team rep, they'll classify it as, oh, he was full. So they can play with it. And that's why, like, Belichick, his response is, okay, I'm just going to put everybody up there as limited or everybody up there as questionable, because technically you can do that. technically you can, but that's just his way of doing it. So that way a team can't say, all right, well, I think it's going to be that guy versus that guy. But if you are familiar with the injuries, like with Mac Jones with the high ankle sprain, it's like, man, y'all say he's going to come back. I'm like, bro, I've had a high ankle sprain. Plenty of dudes have it to that severity. You're not coming back that next week. You know what I mean? Like, or if you do, you're going to be crazy limited. So that's kind of how you can plan ahead for that. But those are some of the extremes with it. But yeah, as a player, unless it's something that you're dealing with on a day-to-day to the point where you're getting treatment every day, yeah, you're not going to know what they're classifying you as.
Because I could see TJ right now, if he had to answer to the training staff or whatever, just say, it doesn't effing matter right now. Just put me down. I'm healthy now. Who gives a crap? Just based off how he was giving his interview after the Ravens game, it sounded like he was just fed up.
Yeah. But for him, he's one of those dudes that he's been getting treatment. He's been in there rehabbing, obviously, but he also could be a guy because of where he's at career-wise. And that's the other part of it, too. So when you talk about some of those designations, you get to a certain point where you realize, man, I don't want to use the team staff. I want to use my own staff. Like, I got to that point when I started working with Debo. Like, he was the one who kind of put me on to, like, yo, the team staff is good, but for multiple reasons, sometimes it's better to just have an outside, non-affiliated person. Okay? So he was the one who kind of introduced me to that. And obviously, TJ's around, so he gets passed down. You know what I mean? So, and obviously he has JJ, who's another one who spends money, takes care of his body to that extent. So, yeah, a lot of them at that stage is like, man, I don't have to deal with them doctors like that. So even the communication with them, they might not even know all the way until he's out there. So it's like I said, with certain people, it's just different. And with his injury, it could be a little bit unique, but across the board, it's just like,
which way you leaning then? He's more good. He's just going to play.
I think he's going to play. Yeah, he's definitely.
It's not like they're shutting him down though.
Nah, he's going to play, but yeah.
It's weird he's just not on the injury report, though.
Like you watched
or Malik Reed too. Like those two players were both on it last week.
Deke.
Malik Reed didn't play.
Deke, you watched the same tape that I watched. You saw what 90 looked like. There's people in the chat. Y'all watched the tape. Y'all. You ain't got, even if you didn't watch the tape, you watched the film. You watched what the game looked like when you saw it live. Bro, he run and it's like, man, he don't be wanting to use it. I'm just like, oh man, I watched TJ on the stunt. I'm like, yeah, this is the TJ that he's like, yo, am I good? Like he's expecting it to hurt. And I get why, because man, when I told you, right? I said, man, I tore my back. I know what this feels like when you're grabbing, you're throwing, and every time it grabs, you're like, oh, I'm about to blow it off again. Yeah. And it sounds good. Oh, yeah, man, just go back out there, throw them out there. It's good. But these are grown men. And the gap in terms of talent, when TJ is healthy, yes, he's super productive. But the skill and the difference between TJ at elite level versus some of these dudes is really not that different. It's just when he's healthy, he's able to do those little things at the end of it, right? Those little things at the end of a rush. And that's the difference between it being a pressure and it being a sack. That's the difference between it being a QB hit and it just being him running by a guy. But that little difference is what we're talking about between him being a just good player and the defense player of the year. But it's literally that. And that's when we say, like, the talent difference is not that big. So that's when we talk about trap games. It's like at the NFL level, bro, everybody is good enough. If you go out there half-cocked, not prepared, slacking, anybody is good enough to get you. And you look at some of these, the tight end that was blocking TJ at times, I'm like, bro, if TJ is healthy, that dude doesn't stand a chance. But because he's not healthy, he's fighting them half-cocked. It's like, he ain't got no juice to really get after that because I know with this and this, no, you ain't trying to do a lot of that. But, you know, it's the price of doing business right now. But anywho, we will see what his availability in terms of a health perspective looks like. But I do feel like we should have some advantage rushing the passer. Next thing I like, though, and you'll like this one too, regardless of who's at quarterback, I need my man Pat Frymouth this week. Because when I look at their linebackers, Shaq Thompson, good player, yes. But the other guy, in terms of their Sam linebacker, Frankie, I think it's Luvu. He's number 49, I think it is. That's the guy that we have to take advantage of. And he plays a good amount, man. And we should have him out there because he's a part of their base teams, their Sam linebacker. But because of them playing cover 3 and cover 1, Pat is going to get those opportunities with this dude. And I just see that that's one of those ones where I just think that Pat is going to be able to take advantage of any of those LBs they try to match him up one-on-one with. But more in particular, because they run a lot of cover 3. They run 3 and 1. And why do they do that? Because they look the same. And it's easy to disguise them and dress them up. But One's a zone and one's a man. So with Pat, he has the capabilities to sit down in the zone, read the zone. He's been doing an exceptional job of that, especially coming out the bye. Like, that's really been taking his productivity even higher. But he's also a guy that's more than capable of beating man-to-man, which we've already seen. So to me, I think that he should be able to really have an advantage in this matchup. And then the last part that I think...
Quick question.
Oh, go ahead, man. Yeah.
What will they have? So because you brought up the other linebacker as opposed to Thompson.
Yeah.
What will Thompson be doing primarily for? Do they have him either zone or focused on the running back more? Is that why you brought up that matchup in particular?
So because it's a 4-3 defense that they run, all right, when they're in base, the Sam linebacker travels to the tight end side all the time. So if it's cover one, the natural alignments, because of where the Sam walks to, he's matched up on that tight end one-on-one. The two backside backers are going to have the back. And then whoever's that, like the two inside backers who are stacked a little bit further off, they're 2-on-1 on the running back. Running back goes front side. Well, now Shaq Thompson, Louvu are working together. If he goes away, Shaq is the inside low hole like Roquan was on the interception with Trubisky, where he's like bumping him and this kind of side back reading his eyes. He would take that role. But the dude, Louvu, or whatever, I think I said Louvu, he's going to be the one, when they're running their cover one out of base, he's going to be the one that's matched up with them, because they're not going to flip their alignment, because one is used to be in the middle linebacker, one is used to be in the Sam, which is just a difference in terms of like how you're fitting runs and stuff like that. So by just their rules of their defense, the same way we talk about, hey man, we know if you put a slot receiver here, you're going to get a linebacker or a nickel corner. Hey, if you, instead of that being a tight end, if you put a wide receiver there, you're going to get a linebacker. That's their defense. So it's like, hey, we know if we line up over here, this guy gonna walk down with him. So just that type of stuff is why I'm like, yeah, man, Canada, man, scheme that up, man. We like this right here. So that's why I'm saying, Pat, I feel like he should be able to have a really good situation, but we do have to protect.
Hopefully Canada's watching this.
Yeah, hey, man, he's been doing his job. I ain't sure. He's been doing his job. But the third thing that I do feel like we'll be able to take advantage of, and it's something that, you know, some people might be thinking of, some people might not, but you watch them on tape, man, with a couple of their kickoff coverage units, man. They are leaky, bro. Last week, man, they were getting gutted, gashed, field flipping type. That was really, you know, part of the reason why even Seattle was able to get back.
Seattle's one return, man. It was in his like first game or something.
Yeah, dude. Like he was new. Yeah, and literally he should have. He almost housed two of these things, man. But very similar when you talk about Steven Sims. Very similar in terms of those type of players, explosive, quick through the alley, and has that top end. To me, I feel like this is another one of those weeks where, yes, whenever they kick that ball off, and hopefully they're not doing too much of it, but whenever they do, Steven Sims, that is action right there, solely based off of what they've been putting on tape. This isn't my love for Steven Sims or because he came on the show or anything like that. It's like, man, they don't cover kicks well. And when you don't cover kicks well against a guy like Steven Sims, that can come back to bite you. So that's definitely something that I think that we should have an advantage in as well. Now, some areas of concern. Obviously, their rushing attack. Because of what we just did versus Baltimore, I need to see, can we respond? Young team, you never know how people are going to respond. I do anticipate us responding well, but that's one of the things that you just got to see it. And I want to see us respond because Carolina, just like Baltimore in the sense of they are going to run the ball. They're not going to get cute. Now, it's not as crazy schematically. It's a lot basic in terms of you're getting the power, you're getting the counter, you're getting the trap, but it's basic runs, not RPOs, not jet, not smoke and mirrors, none of that. So we have to stop the run, but they're going to make us literally have to stop because Coach Wilkes, he's not going to waver. He's not going to go away from that run, man. They going 20, 30, easy. All right, so we got to stop that, but that's something, like I said, that just is a little concerning because of what happened last week. Hopefully, as long as we correct those mistakes, and the mistakes, like I said, were self-inflicted. The physicality, granted, we know that part, but I'm talking specifically on guys hopping in and out of gaps, stuff like that. We get that taken care of, which should be an easy fix. I feel like we should be able to handle this. Next thing, though, talked about Brian Burns yesterday. He's one of them guys because of his matchup. We know how we feel at times about Dan Moore. I anticipate Brian going to see a lot of them. Because, you know, that's what you do as a pass rush. You try to find that one, and you say, okay, that's the one right there. You circle them up, and then you say, all right, we're going to have a day. So I do think that Brian could create some situations if we allow it. And when I say if, if we just single block him with Dan Moore for 4 quarters is what I'm referring to. So hopefully
let's give him a piece of Jalen Warren, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and shout out to I went back and watched that tape too, man, from Baltimore. Bro, Jalen Warren was doing some dope stuff with his blitz pickup, bro. Like, it was funny too because I watched one dude pick the one backer up, and I'm like, bro, you kind of got washed right here. Then I watched Jalen pick that same dude up, and I'm like,
Roquan, right?
Yeah,
I saw that highlight.
Okay, I was like, oh,
push him backwards.
Yes, okay. But I was like, huh. So yeah. But
how about that one catch he had? It was 3rd and long. Mitch is scrambling.
Makes the dude,
that was
man.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yep. He low key had one. He low key had a day. I liked him. Another dude was Larry Ogunjobi. He was low key quietly making some plays down the line. I'm like, where did you come from? Because why is this play spitting like this? And I'm like, you're the backside guy. You kicked your guy's butt, and you had to just chase it all the way to the front side sideline because the front side got beat. Yes.
Ogunjobi's been solid.
Yes, dude. Watching him, I'm like, bro, run game and pass game. Like, Larry, bro, he probably was our best D lineman last week. I'm just throwing that.
For sure.
Yeah. I know we got our guys and we got our names, and I get it. But yes, Larry was definitely that dude for us last week, man.
I don't think it's any secret that wasn't Cam's best game.
Okay. That's my partner, man. I feel like I don't want to talk about my dudes like that. Y'all call me what y'all want to call me. I don't like talking about my guys. You know what I mean? But yeah. So Brian Burns, though, I'm with you. Yes, give Dan Moore some help. Whether it's a Gentry over there, whether it's a Pat releasing through over there, just aligning over there, Jalen Warren, whoever. But that's one of those ones. And then the last name that, like I said, just to be aware of, J.C. Horn, because he is all world. He is that type of corner where you can have some success against him, but the more you try him, the more you're playing with fire. It's like Darrelle Revis. I'm not saying that he is Darrelle Revis, but think in the sense of this. I've seen guys catch passes on Darrelle Revis, but I've also seen the more you throw at Darrelle Revis, you know what he does? Picks the ball off. Takes it from you. So proceed with caution. That's whoever's at quarterback. Just proceed with caution. Because that guy's like that.
So for me, I said I had this big thing
that.
dialed up.
It's
actually not. It's the opposite. It's more of just an overarching theme that I've been discovering over these last however many weeks, and it's really hit a point with this Panthers game coming up.
Let's get it.
Let's just do the same stuff that we've been talking about these last 4 weeks.
Dead serious.
Stop the run. Let's run the ball successfully.
What's up? We ain't asking for much.
And keep it clean with the quarterback.
We really aren't asking for much, man.
It's the same game plan, and I think this could be a little easier for us because it is a more traditional pro-style offensive attack that the Panthers are using. Easier for us to stop the run at least. And then, I mean, geez, oh man, dude, you think with Darnold,
bro,
he's in that Mariota class. DJ Moore, I mean, how much better can he be than Drake London?
To me personally, I love our matchup for our corners because they don't have the scary speed that makes a guy like
Saints. All they had was Olave. It's like the same thing.
It's the same,
just
bro.
Literally do the same stuff we've been talking about,
and
we didn't do it fully against the Ravens.
Yeah. Yep. Like I said, the physicality for the Ravens was a factor, yes, but a lot of the self-inflicted stuff, that's the stuff where it's like, yo, if we just cut that out, man, we will win this game. Like, legit.
It's just at this point, we know what this team is.
This is true.
We know what we got to be doing. We know where we've been having success and where we went on this little 3-win of 4-game run.
Yeah.
It was these type of things. Stop the run. Man. Fluster their quarterback. Run the ball good. Keep it clean on offense. Can we just do that?
Can't we please? I mean, we're going to have the cross support, though. We're going to have cross support down there.
If it is Mitch or Mason, I wouldn't mind seeing them go like 5 wide and just start bombing it out there.
You know. We're going to have ultra-aggressive
Mitch is
going to
be. I think TG was right. If Mitch is out there, they're going to rein him in a little bit.
A little bit, but he's still going to be aggressive.
He should. I hope so.
I think if it's not Kenny, we're getting aggressive quarterback play. Because if I'm Mitch, I'm sitting here like, bro, I was still balling. You got on me for the 3, like, when I was at the end of the balling. But I was still balling. And, yeah, I don't know how much of that you trying to reel back in. Yeah.
I was having this conversation the other day with some people in the Twitch stream, and I think they got a good point with Mitch. I think he has struggled with his identity a little bit this year. First 3 games, 4 games.
Game manager.
Yeah, conservative. And I feel like a lot of it was based off what he thought other people were looking for out of him. Whether it was the coach or front office. Right. I don't know. And I don't know if they directly told him that.
But I see what you're saying.
It felt like, I'm just here not to screw this up. Defense is good. I got this first-round dude out of Pitt. I just got to
be QB1. Whatever that definition is, just do all those dates.
Yeah, let me just play within this box here. Just make sure I'm doing things. And I kept saying it over those first 3 or 4 games, too. Just play not to lose. Not be the reason that we're losing. But he wasn't like the reason we're winning. These 2 times he's been in since against the Bucs and also last week against the Ravens, he's been doing stuff to get us in winning positions. Yeah. The 3 interceptions obviously last week screwed us, but that's why I think like the identity was lost a little bit. I think he just got over aggressive at times just for the sake of being over aggressive to compensate for that conservatism. For the fact
of being too.
Because why did we put Pickett in? Why was everyone
Because he was aggressive,
providing that spark.
Yeah, he'll throw it downfield. We could live with a turnover. Yeah.
And that's what I was saying with this Ravens game. We needed that aggressiveness in that Bucs game because it was back and forth.
Yeah.
But for this one, man, we needed every point. And that's something I think he was just focused on being aggressive.
I would agree with everything. But I would also say that we still did need some of that aggressiveness.
I'm fine with that. Yeah,
you had to dial it back just a tinky bit.
That's the balance.
Yeah, I'm with you though, bro. I'm absolutely with you, man.